Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Custom Viking. Today we are gonna look on an awesome knife, Böker magnum boar dagger, and as you can see here, it is sharp on both sides, and it cuts really awesome. It is extremely sharp out of the box, and it goes through paper and cardboard with no problem. So let's take a closer look on that beautiful knife. Yes, as you can see there, it's come with a nylon sheet, and this is a cheap knife. It's around $40, and you can say this nylon sheet, yeah, this is what it is. And for the first time in a long time, I bought a knife because of the look of it. I really love the look of it. I think it looks awesome, and I want to buy it just to see how it functions. Because for me, you know me, I am a hiking dude and use my knife mostly as hiking knives, as a camp knife. So you can say a dagger for me is not the best purpose, but I have some passion for daggers, and also I want to buy one. There you can see the stabbing ability is 100% awesome, and the block groove does its job, as you can see there. The handle material is some kind of TPR, is some kind of hard rubber, and it's very good to hold on. And the blade length is a 9" and it's only 4mm thick, and it is a slicey, guys. It is very slicey, and the weight of it is only 329 grams, so it's light and fast, and that's something that I really appreciate with that knife there. You can say, for me, this is not the most I can say hard test for me, because this is dead frozen. Everything up here is dead frozen. So I try to test this knife with do some normally use, and you can see here I cut some boxes to open that, and of course it can open box with no problem. And I will go out and try the chopping power. The chopping power in this knife here for its size and weight is pretty okay. And if you can see all the way through my videos, I turn the knife around all the time. So I use both sides to cut, and use both sides to test, if you can say so, test the edge. So yeah, and this is pretty okay to chop with and hold on. And from out of the box, the guard, I got a small rattle. You can also hear that when I chop. I have a small rattle with the guard, but that's, I can say, not the biggest problem. I could easily take it out and just glue it back on if you want. So the guard is coming nowhere because it sits pretty okay. For light chopping like this, it is okay. You can do some small fast chop with it, and it has a very good bite, as again this is a slicey knife. And you have a good control on it when you hold on it like that. It is easy to hold, and you have a good amount of power with you using the knife. And the thing I was afraid of was the curve. Of course, it's only 4mm thick, but it has a good flatness on it, as you can see there. I put it in the stump. So that's something that is awesome. When you have a thin blade, you have a good flatness. Yeah, you're out of focus there, guys. You're out of camera. But of course, this is not the knife you want to become with. But I had to try to test the heat treatment on of it. It's only a 44C steel, and but if this is heat treated properly, that's a very tough steel. I have more of them in 44 steel, and have no issues with them. You can see there's a big knot there, so I can't go through it because it is sharp on both sides, so I can't hit so much on the knife. And also when you hit on the edge of the knife, you really test the edge, can you say, when you bang on it like that. So but it hold up, there was no problem with the edge at all. And yeah, I get a little bit struggle to get it out, but also I could test the knife at the same time. This is 100% not a prey buying knife, because the tip is so fine, because it can stab to everything you want to stab to. But I have a little test here just to see if the tip bend easily or break, and there was nothing in the tip. But of course I was cautious when I do this kind of tip testing there. And later in the video I will test the tip more. You can see there, this is 5 millimeters thick hard plastic, and it go right through it, and I don't put a amount of force to it. And there's something more, guys, with this rubber handle there. No matter if I chop with it or stab with it or anything, I do not feel any kind of shock in my hands. And I know I have a glove on there, but I don't feel everything there, so there's no problem with that. And you can see it go right through it. There's a close-up to the tip testing, and you can see I pray by a little bit with it, and also I turn the knife around, so it is awesome. There you have you can see the bulb groove really do its job there to take out, yeah, here's the water, but not the blood, and it cuts. And I turn the knife around and see it cut through both sides, and it's really good on both sides. And there are something more here, guys. In this country here, you cannot have a double-edged knife, that's illegal. So after this testing here, I will dull the one side of the knife. Yes, I know that is that is not very awesome, but that is something I have to do, because you cannot have this knife here if it is both sides cutting. So that's why I have to dull it. Maybe I will make a video on how I dull this edge if someone is interested to see that. And you can see it go, it's very sharp and slicey, and somehow this is really one of the best daggers I have to use. And you can say this is not a very expensive knife, so they have made a series, they call the hunting series, with this type of handle there. And I have a few of the other knives, and they are not so good as this dagger here. The dagger is much better, and you can see there I put a really amount of force on this thin blade there. I try to, you can hear some small cracks, so I try to split some wood, not because I want to split it, but because I want to test the edge if it breaks. And there was nothing, and you can see a hammer on the end of the knife also, so there was no problem. I try to put some stress on it that way also. And remember, guys, everything is dead frozen out there, so it's not easy to make something. I was a little bit afraid to, what can I say, crack the wood totally open, but I really put some stress on the blade there, and it hold up because of the flatness of it. There I have some rubber hose, gasoline rubber hose there, and it goes right through it, even if I have used it as much as I have now. This is really sharp and slicing, you can see there. That's something that's awesome. And I know many people say 44 steel is bad, but for 20 years ago this was a bad steel. But today, when the heat treatment is so professional done, you can really make some awesome knife steel with 44C, and it is pretty wear resistant. This is very hard for this steel to rust. It can rust if you don't take care of it, but it's really hard for it to rust, so you can use it in this weather type here, and also make it wet and cold and warm. There's no problem. Just oil it up with WD-40 sometimes and there's no problem. So this is really good to go. You can feather stake with no problem, you can see there. Okay guys, I hope you enjoy this. This was an awesome knife, and you can really do something with it. And it's the deadliest knife I own at the moment. So I only have one thing more to say: don't go hiking, go hiking!